Hi guys, this is Raisa here. Welcome back to my weekly readings. I trust you guys are having a good weekend and are gearing up for the 4th of July for those of you that live in the United States. It's right around the corner. Today's reading is going to cover a period from the 30th through to the 6th of July. So it's going to go right over the 4th of July. Happy 4th, guys. I hope you guys have plans to do something fun that day. I know it's in a very awkward position during the week, so we don't get a long holiday weekend. We don't even get the day after. We just have to off that day and back to work the next day. So you can't party too hard, but just a little. A little is better than nothing. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for listening to my channel, for the posts that you do send me, your thumbs up, your shares. Thank you guys, because I do appreciate it. I know that I don't have such a big following like everyone else, but I also don't have as many videos that I put out. I just try to stay consistent on the weekends if I can. And eventually I'll get back to where I was at one point when things change in my living arrangements. Anyway, know that I love you guys and I still think of you all of the time, and I'm always waiting for the advice from above, which for this week it's letting us know that we are going to get some help from above. They need us to know that we are loved beyond our wildest dreams, or beyond what we really expect, or even for some of us believe. Divine beings are working on your behalf or on our behalf, because I am counting myself in that bunch, to create the perfect circumstances for us to heal and open our hearts. They know that we've been experiencing some difficulties as we move through this new year that is of a lot of endings and a lot of beginnings and a lot of changes. There's also an eclipse that's coming up on the 2nd, and you know that eclipses always change things. And they have a lasting effect that can last up to 6 months, and we're going to have another one within that time. So it's going to be pretty hard back to back, again with the eclipses. They do change us a lot and circumstances around us, so keep that in mind. And my best advice is to pray a lot and open your heart, to the things that are happening, and try to look through the eyes of love as much as you can. And try to find it within other people, even if they don't show you a shred of it. Even if they wish they were anywhere besides talking to you or looking at you. Still, there is something there. There is love there to be seen. There is a kind soul under the layers of all of the imprints that others have left on them, or that life itself has deposited on them. So try your best. I know that I have been practicing that, and at times it's very, very difficult. But we do overcome it if we continue to open our hearts, open our third eye, and listen to advice from the divine. There's a higher order and timing to all things in our lives. There are some things that we have asked the divine for, but again, a higher order and the correct timing. Sometimes we are ahead, or sometimes we are too late. Or things happen and we're not prepared, in other words. So just know that sometimes we ask for certain things, and no matter how hard we ask or pray or we do the right thing, there is a timing when things are supposed to happen. And once they do, then you realize why that was the perfect timing, why it had to happen the way that it did. But until that point, you really don't see it. Because in your life, we live very, very fast, watching the clock, going to work, coming home, doing the things that we need to do, all the activities and stuff that we have pending on our accessory list. We need this, we need that, we need to go here, we need to do that. And we've just run out of time. While we're doing all of that, everything is going very, very fast, but divine timing isn't quite as fast. So sometimes we ask and ask and ask, and it just doesn't materialize because the timing isn't there yet. So we need to be aware of that we are going to receive the help that we've been asking. It may not come in the package that we have asked for. It may not come in the way that we have asked for, but it does arrive. The thing is to notice it when we do get that assistance from above, and to always be grateful, because the day that it doesn't come at all, that's when we're going to feel it. That's when we're going to know, wow, I should have been more thankful. I should have been more grateful for what I do have in my life, because when it's not there anymore, then you do know it. You do feel the lack of whatever it is, whether it's family, finances, situations in your life that no longer are there anymore. So we need to be more grateful for the things that we do have. And we need to be not so prideful with ourselves and try to give other people chances to explain themselves and to see where they're coming from, because ultimately we're not here to be alone. We do need assistance from other people in certain situations or at certain times in our lives. So we can't be prideful. That's something that we need to stay away from. Keep asking for higher help and intervention in any area of your life. Then follow your intuition and lower your barriers. Let go of any notions of how divinity will bring about your deepest heart's yearning. It may not be in the package that you would expect, but it will be life-altering. Your heart is about to be challenged to open wider than ever before. That may require you to feel some fear and some pain. Unfortunately, it has to go that way. Do not run away from this experience. Take steps forward with faith that your greater good is still coming. So don't be afraid, and don't think that the divine has forgotten you. You're being asked to work on your self-worth so that you can receive your greatest good in the form of incredible love, life-transforming opportunities, healing, abundance, and divine inspiration. So don't shy away from it, because it is coming, regardless of what we think. Today's cards, what is representing us is the Ace of Cups. This is an outpouring of emotions, trying to open your heart again to new experiences, trying to offer your cup of love to others. There is hope for the things that you are asking for when it comes to your emotional life or your emotional experiences, and something new to come about. What is crossing you is the World card. The World card is the endings of cycles, because you have learned many lessons, and the beginning of something new. For some of you, it's teaching. For some of you, it's children, a new partner that comes in that has children already, something new that you learn from children, from someone younger than yourself. This is coming full circle, learning from very difficult experiences, because in the past, you have the Judgment card. So you're coming from a place of judgment. As we move forward during the rest of this week and the beginning of next month, we're going to be judging ourselves for the experiences that we are going through now. But everything happened because of choices that you made. A judgment also represents something that is revived, something that comes back. So either an experience that you have to relive in order to make another choice, make a different choice as you move forward, so that you don't end up in the same position or in the same situation. But knowing that judgment has already passed, that you have already been judged for certain things and you have been judged fairly, that certain things will come about again, something that has ended will come again, because again, here's the cycle that ends and a new one that begins. And it could be something that you like very, very much as you move forward. Know that there are hidden challenges, that there are fears, that you may not be seeing things correctly as you move forward. So keep that in mind. Because someone may try to take advantage of you, take your power away. Something may happen. So be careful not to be too complacent or too happy as you move forward, or think that everything is good, because remember, there's going to be cycles that end and new ones that begin. And someone very close to you or right below you, so this is something that you're stepping on, that you're experiencing at this time as you move forward, is going to try to take something away from you, or your power away from you, or just be unfair to you, or take advantage. So just be aware of that and try to keep your head down and keep working. Keep working, because that too will blow over. Keep working very hard and diligently, because that will be seen eventually, or it will be felt by you, that finally you're being acknowledged for your hard work. Because some things do happen. You may take your own power away by the things that you say, so be careful what you do say as you move through this week, and just keep pushing out those pentacles. Keep working hard at your chosen career, or your chosen path or your chosen craft. Keep learning, keep doing what you're doing. Okay, because that's going to help you balance your emotions as you move through this week. You also have the Nine of Pentacles, which came out in reverse. So that means that you're not yet standing on your own. You do need assistance from others when it comes to your finances. Your finances may be a bit upside down. So you may need to be careful. Watch your spending as you move through this week. Check what your bills are. Check all of your spending to make sure that you are well covered when it comes to your bills and that you have a few dollars left over. Try not to forget anything, and know that your belt is a little tight at this time, but just keep working, because soon things will change. Soon you're going to have a decision that's going to be hard to make, but you'll have to make it, because you won't be able to stay in this situation for very long holding the swords, because you will get tired. These are two thoughts, two situations that are going to be very difficult as you move through this week. You'll have to make a decision, one way or the other. Maybe there's two different paths that you can take, and you're just stuck in the middle. One of them will lead you to a place of peace, and the other one keeps you in a place of upheaval. So you need to make a decision soon. You have the Four of Swords as the outcome card in this reading, so that says that it's time to take a break. It's time to hang up that heartbreak, or the Three of Swords, try and put them up and just hang on to one thought, one sword. Sometimes we have too many thoughts that bother us, or that keep us down. So we need to kind of like release a fear, just put them away for a bit, and try not to dwell on things that have passed, or on situations when it comes to either relationships or work or people that have disappointed you. Try to hang that up, and not keep it like in the foreground of your mind. Keep it in the background, and eventually things will either work out, or you'll pull them back forward, and then you'll decide at that point, well, was it even worth it? Why did I worry so much about it? And try to heal. And be patient. Be patient, because at this time you're being asked to take a rest. You're tired, or you're overworked. You have too many responsibilities on you. There's too many financial responsibilities, too many other responsibilities. So it's time to kind of clear your mind and take a break, and try to release some of the thoughts that have kept you in turmoil, because it can make you ill. So you're being warned to take a break before you do become ill, because you don't want that, as you move forward through the rest of this year. We're being asked to balance our emotions and balance ourselves a bit more, so that we're not taken over by either an addiction or go towards an addiction because we are out of balance, or things are happening that are upsetting us. We are being guided from above. We do have some help that's coming our way, so we need to focus on that. Continue to ask for help, and continue to see the signs when they do come that help is there, that you're always being assisted, whether you believe it or not. Temperance is also representing Sagittarius, or a fire sign that may step in to help you at this time. We've also gotten here the Star card. So there is hope for us to heal, hope for the things that we're asking in the future. But remember that the first card already told us, don't give up hope. Know that divine timing is at work. The package will come, just not how you've asked for or what you're expecting, but it still will come, and better than you thought. And that you'll see in hindsight. The stars, they're telling us you need to get out there and show yourself more. Be more spiritual. Go within more and get to know yourself a bit more while you're healing, while you're resting, while you're waiting, while you're trying to release some of those responsibilities that you have put on yourself, or the worries that you have that are really putting you in a different place that you don't belong. Okay, there's going to be a celebration soon. Something that you are going to do. You're going to be celebrated. You're going to be celebrating with friends. A chance to go out or do something different. Be sure that you go. Someone could be getting married. There just could be many, many reasons why a celebration could come about. This celebration can bring about some peace in your life, some hope, and some healing as well. It may help balance you in a way. There's a Knight of Wands, so there could be some travel. Maybe you go to see family members or friends, or just go to a new place that you've never been. Maybe a friend comes your way, a traveler, a fire sign. or someone that comes to help you celebrate or to help you spend some good times. You're getting the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So the Ace of Swords says keep a clear mind. Cut things out of your life that no longer are necessary. Some people may need surgery. It's time to get it done. Transformation is coming, so it's time to see things for what they truly are. And the Seven of Wands says to be aware that you have a position of advantage as you move forward. This could be a trip that you're wanting to take, and they're saying that you're thinking about it clearly, and you do have an advantage if you decide to take a small trip or to celebrate with friends, to go out. Maybe there's people coming over. You have the Queen of Coins here, which is an earth sign, someone that's very stable. Maybe there's some advice or some words that you may hear from someone that's an earth sign that could be very helpful as you move through this week, so keep that in mind as well. Now you also have the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands, very triumphant. So far we have 3 aces in this reading. We have the Ace of Cups, which is an emotional satisfaction or the beginning of it. We have the Ace of Swords, which is the beginning of clarity, the beginning of seeing things clearly for a change, because before we were clouded by the moon that was hanging right above us, keeping us in a very clouded mind or cloudy future, not seeing things very clearly. And now we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is the beginning of something that's very grounded, something that's very financially securing in the future. So it's either a new person that comes in or some advice about your finances, or how to get a better hold of them, or how to keep them under control, by someone who is mature, who has property, who has money, and who can very well advise you. So listen to the advice from those around you as you move through this week. That will help you become very triumphant as you move forward, okay? It'll help you get a handle on your cash. If that is, becoming a problem, and it's time to take care of it, okay? Because you may feel a little bit trapped by your responsibilities. So something new, maybe learning something new or taking a class, a course in finances might help, or listening to someone who's already done it, who's already been there, so they can help you, okay? Because it could be very boring where you're at this time. But the universe is trying to help you in certain things, so be sure to watch for the signs. Alright guys, let's get the interactive part going on. So think of a question or something that you want to ask Divine Energy and see what answers come about. I'm going to pull three of those cards and 3 of the Romance Angels. So if you have a question when it comes to your romantic life or your partnership as it stands at this time, then go ahead and ask, because I'm going to pull 3 cards from there as well. For someone, the answer was no. It was a quick no. I didn't get a chance to ask anything. So for me, it was a no. Whatever you're going to ask, forget it. Someone had already asked. Their answer is no. And as far as abundance, if you want it, financial abundance, you have to persevere. You have to move forward without stopping. No rest for the wicked. Just keep working hard. Don't stop. Listen to your intuition. Keep going forward. Alright. So start sliding. A year from now. So a year from now, whoever was asking that said no. In about a year from now, finances will be more stable. Romance may come in. A new person might come in. Help from others. Whatever. Move. So, let's see. Being asked to take action and persevere. Keep going, regardless. Holding it upside down. Yes. For some of you that are single, keep working at it. Keep calling in your soulmate. You're not yet here. Divine timing. It's all about forgiving and learning as well. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So it's all about releasing the past, feelings of regret, of guilt, of disappointments, unforgiveness. All of that has to go before somebody new can step into your lives, or before you can start to really live, because you need to change your perspective, change the way you see things, and free yourself. Free yourself from the pin that you're in, from the trap that you have made, the choices that you have made yourself, because judgment doesn't get around. Now you're judging yourself, or you see what you've done. And instead of kicking yourself, just keep working at it until things change again. Because everything comes in cycles. A cycle ended, another one will begin eventually, you know? Time to spend some time alone, to retreat. If you're with a partner, it's time to spend time alone with them. No computers, no telephones, just you and them talking, doing whatever it is that you want to do with them, you know? But alone. And for some of you, very soon, someone new is going to come into your life. You just need to, like the advice said, release the past. Release those resentment feelings or anger or whatever it is that you're hanging on to from the past. Just let it go. Let go of all the relationships too, because they were just lessons that you needed to learn in order for the new to come into your life. And if you don't allow it, it won't come in. If you don't let go of the past. It's just the way it is. For those of you that chose A, within the next few weeks, whatever it is you asked for, there's going to be people that will assist you, or people will be around. It could be something that you do outdoors, and it's something that will come about within the next few weeks. There's a blessing, there's a wish that is coming true, either children, if that's what you want, seeing family members, a new person that you meet in a temple, in a church, family members having your back, whatever it is, within the next few weeks. Again, here's the religious factor, and there's a temple here that the angel is guiding you to. But it's time to join a church, or join some type of a religious group, or something that you experience peace in. Spiritual group, Reiki group, whatever it is. Religious factors are affecting your love life at this time. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Maybe it's marriage, maybe it's Catholics, and you believe in something else, or the person that you like is in another religion, or perhaps they don't like the religion you're in. Whatever it is, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So join a church, join a group that will help you meet someone new. Or if you are in a relationship already, your religious upbringing is affecting your love life somehow. So maybe opening up your heart, or going down another path, or getting to know your spouse's religion a bit more might help you guys pull together a bit. For B, what you asked about, if you believe, you can achieve it. The thing is not telling yourself no, not feeling like, well, I'm not going to succeed at it, so why try? You need to believe, because if there's something that you really, really want to do, it's not going to come easy. You have to work very, very hard at it. The cards already showed pentacle after pentacle, busting out, working all of the time, day and night. But if you're not willing to put in the work, don't expect it to fall in your lap like a gift. It's not going to. You have to put in the work before the gifts start to arrive. So if you believe, it will happen. For those of you that have a relationship and you've been having issues, it's time to have a heart-to-heart with your spouse and let them know, with your roommate, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other so that you get to know each other better, so that you know where the boundaries are, where the limitations are, where the big problem is. Sometimes we get into arguments, and after a while we don't even know what the hell we were arguing about. It's just for the hell of argument's sake. Just because you don't feel good, just because you have a headache, just because you don't want to do whatever your partner wants you to do at this particular moment. You need to honestly discuss your feelings with your partner so that they don't think it's something way bigger than what it truly is, and vice versa. If there's something that you want your partner to do or something that you want to achieve in their relationship, you need to talk to them, because sometimes we think that they should know when they don't know anything. They have no idea what your mind is thinking. Because you don't communicate it, you're definitely not going to get the point across to them, and vice versa. So, conversation, sitting down, spending time alone with them so that you can open up to greater love, to a better love. And if you are single, it's time to figure out, what the heck do you really want in a relationship? Do you even want a relationship? Or is it just something that you feel you have to have because society says you have to? No, not necessarily so. You just want to be able to date someone or just go out and have fun with people? Then ask the universe for that. If you really want a relationship, you know it entails a lot of you, a lot of your time. It's also a sexual situation where you'll have to share your life physically, spiritually, mentally, the whole 9 yards. So if you're ready for that and you truly want it in your life, then let down your walls so that someone can approach you. And remember, it's pain or gain. Either way, it's going to happen. You know how love is usually mixed with a lot of painful situations, because once you meet a soulmate, you're working through a lot of things that really hurt. So if you don't want any pain, then forget about it, because love will come with both situations. It's always the highs and the lows that we have to deal with. So what do you truly want? For those of you that chose C, you have success. So whatever you asked about, it's going to be a successful end to it, whatever it is, okay? Something good is coming your way. You're going to feel very successful once you achieve it. When it comes to romance, if you just met somebody, you're getting the unrequited love. So either you or the other person is not fully into it like you are, or there's something about that relationship that's not going to work out eventually. So let it go now before it does any damage. For those of you that are in a relationship with someone and you're feeling that something is off, it's because one of you isn't really committed in the relationship, whether it's you or the other person. So it's time to let go of it, because maybe that person is really into somebody else or looking at someone else, while the other person is really trying to show them everything. They got their eye on someone else or some other type of experience. Even though the angels might be trying, there might be something about that person that could really be like you or a lot like you. There's just something that is missing in that relationship. So sorry, but that's the way it goes. Okay, guys, I do love you. I hope you enjoyed your little reading, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now, and have a fine 4th. If I can, I'll do a little reading on the 4th. If not, expect it on the weekend. Bye for now.